Sí.
Hello, son. Pero claro, मुरब्बी बोलते हुए मैं सोच तो इंसान कोई भी ना. सलाम वालेकुम. आवाज़ का यूट्यूब में ये था वो बात सज्जन भी था. अभी उन्होंने मामा का साथ किया अभी. तो इन बंदों लोग नहीं हो जो बोल रहा. आता हो जाए मोटरसाइकिल आके एक बार एक्सीडेंट खुला. तो मोटरसाइकिल सारा नया नया तो उन्होंने सारी इंग्लिश भाव तो बन गई. तो सीता और बात कोई नहीं सकता कोई नहीं कहती. Nggak pari itu kayak apa ya gue mau bilang kan atau apa व्यक्ति विकलांग को त्या इलाक्यामध्ये झाली नाही आहे व्यक्ती वगैरे ना मीडिया की तरफ से गया ना अपना तो ये लोग गया नहीं रहा बाबू इंदा इंदा तारे यार घूम लियो ना इंदा तालो देखा करो ताकि सही डायरेक्शन में मिल जाए. इगुल দেখতে সেন্ট্রাল লাগে টাইম কোন না কোন কিছু দিও না তো দিতে হয় করে তাই তাই গো এই যে মারিয়া খাম্বা মারিয়া লাওয়া কে দাদা কে তাই mahfuz मेरा मुझे मोटरसाइकिल चलाता है मुझे बुद्धि वाला था Kalian
I've been playing Roblox since 2016, and I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I still kinda suck. But what if there was a way to fix that? What if I could turn myself into a Roblox god?
But Earthboard, there is a way, because you have
A plan. Over the next 5 days, I'll be learning one Roblox skill every single day, and each one gets progressively harder. So by day 5, I'll have put everything to the test.
I don't want to do this anymore.
But let's start with day 1, which is hobbies. Ever since I was a kid, I've been pretty horrible at hobbies.
Oh.
But today, that's gonna change. Now, how am I gonna improve at my obby skills? You may be asking. By torturing myself. I'm not gonna stop until I beat 5 towers on the Eternal Towers of Hell, famously one of Roblox's hardest obbies. But let's do some warm-up first. The Tower of Hell. I'm sure you all know what it is. To warm up, I'm gonna be playing this for an entire hour, and see how many times I can win. So I'm like, oh my, I was about to say I was like low-key cooking.
One eternity later.
This is the first time I beat it in like 40 minutes. Yeah, so I ended up only winning 1 time in an entire hour. But that's alright, because we can now check off the first thing on our list, which means we have to move on to the Eternal Tower of Hell. I knew I wasn't ready, but that didn't matter, because today, whether I like it or not, I need to get good at obbies. Okay, I guess we start with the first one, Tower of a Simple Time. Even though I don't really play obbies, this was surprisingly easy. Oh my god. Dude, how did I miss this jump? Is that it? I'm almost there. It's just like this one last little thing. The first obby is officially done. This is like low-key kind of hard for the second tower. I haven't fallen yet though. I could feel the difficulty ramping up. Dude, we were almost there I think. But it was still pretty easy. I think that's the end right there though. Locked in, locked in. And that's tower number 2, baby. Easy. So far, these obbies weren't that bad at all, so I decided to move on to the intermediate towers, which was a huge mistake. At first, tower number 3 wasn't actually that bad. Dude, if I fall in this one, I'm actually just like insanely sad. Spoiler alert, I fell a lot of times. Oh my god. No. Oh my gosh. I genuinely never expected this tower to be that hard. Dude, like the gamer stance I'm hitting right now is insane. I'm so dialed. It's the last one, it's the last one. I'm at the top. No. This was actual torture. No. Oh my god, no. We're back at pink. And it's almost been an entire hour now. But I could genuinely feel myself improving. Every time I fell, I got back up quicker. After an entire hour of work, I finished tower number 3. These obbies were getting harder fast, but with every failure, I was improving and thought I was ready for tower 4. Honestly, this one looks a little bit better. It doesn't look as tall. I was very wrong. Dude, how do you do those? Big surprise, this one was even harder. Dude, it got to the point where I genuinely wanted to give up. I actually don't want to do this anymore. But then I remembered why I'm doing this challenge in the first place. You see, in the intro when I said I was bad at Roblox, I wasn't kidding. But I want to get better. I want to make the young Earthlord proud. The one who sucked at Roblox. The one who sucked at obbies. Which means I need to complete day 1. So I pushed through. I fell a lot more times. Dude, it has been almost an hour. And I am at the top of whatever this is. But I kept getting better. Did you have no clue how bad I just want to get this done? For pretty much the rest of the obby, I was dead silent, absolutely locked in. I can see the end right here. It has been almost an hour and a half. I know my timer says 36 minutes, but that's because I kept like dying and it had to reset. In the end, I finally made it. We're done. We finished. We are finished. And now I only had one more obby to do, which is going to be the hardest obby I've ever done. I'm in for a very fun time. It was already 8 PM, so I had to make sure to get this obby done fast, cause believe it or not, I still need to sleep. Dude, what? The last obbies were nothing compared to this, and I knew I'd be suffering. But the entire time, I was silent. I didn't get mad when I fell, and I didn't even celebrate when I hit a hard jump. I was moving flawlessly. It was like I was getting better obbies. No, I was getting better obbies. It's officially 9 PM. Soon enough, it hit 9 PM, and I had just fallen to the bottom. Okay, it's still 9 PM, now I'm at the bottom. Meaning I only had 1 hour left if I still wanted to sleep tonight. I fell, again and again. But eventually, I did my perfect run. All that was left was one jump. Oh my god. And like that, I could finally check the next thing off the list. I had officially become an obby god, so one of the 5 skills are complete. But it was time to end off day 1, because I had a lot more skills to learn. It's day 2, and today's skill is UGC, which is basically creating hats and stuff. But of course, there's a problem. I've never made a 3D model before. In fact, I just had to download Blender. But let's start off with something simple. Step 1 is to make a shoulder pal. I started off by watching a tutorial, and soon enough I got my avatar into Blender. So far, it wasn't going too bad. I got my shoulder pal all positioned, and it was pretty much ready. Now all that was left was uploading it to Roblox. This is so cool. But there was a problem. I got an error again and again and again. Oh my god. So naturally, I watched a bunch more tutorials to fix that, and here we are, an hour later, and this time I can actually upload the UGC. Okay, validation succeeded. Okay, now we just still wait for it to be, moderated, I guess. But yeah, honestly, it looks pretty cool. I like that. Dude, there it is, there it is. The Earth Lord shoulder pal. That is awesome. And there we go. That's our first UGC item. Now that that's finished, we can move on to the next thing on our checklist, which is to make 2 original UGCs. So my plan is simple. Christmas is coming up in a few months, so what if I made some Christmas UGC? I know, I'm a genius. Now the hard part is, well, actually making them. That's right, it's time for more tutorials. But I was starting to get used to Blender. Okay, so I have 2 different ideas. One of them is like a Christmas version of my glasses, but instead I'm gonna make them like red and green and like model my own. And then idea number 2 is a mystery. I guess you'll just have to watch the video and find out. So I got to work with modeling the Christmas glasses, and they almost made me quit this video. You'll find out why. Okay, so this is like kind of like my reference. I kind of got with the shape of the glasses down. Okay, that's pretty much all of the modeling done, and now I gotta figure out how to make them look good. So I spent an entire hour trying to figure out how to texture it. Dude, you have no idea how mad this is making me. This is so frustrating. I'm not kidding, I tried literally everything, and I still couldn't figure it out. Since I genuinely could not texture it after like almost 2 hours, I decided to just make a teal version of my glasses instead. And there they are. They're honestly not that bad. This was my last resort. I just made them teal colored glasses. You can't be serious right now. Genuinely, oh my god. I was exhausted. 2 hours of work all just went to waste. But I couldn't just quit. It was only day 2 of the challenge. I needed to keep going. It doesn't matter how frustrated I am, because after all, learning takes time. Okay, we're in a brand new Blender file, and I'm gonna try again. This time, I decided to switch it up, and I went for a more original model. And I even figured out how to texture them. Well, I thought I did. Dude, I tried so hard to get this thing textured, and I couldn't. Like, it's all colored on Blender, but when I export it into Roblox Studio, it's like all gray. So I think I'm just gonna make them teal. Okay, here's what they look like. They're like a hat, kind of. Almost 3 hours. It's not what I originally planned to make, but it's something. I was finally finished the glasses. They weren't what I hoped to make, but it worked out. Even though they were nothing impressive, I was proud of myself. After all that frustration, I never gave up. But I still have to make another hat, and this time I'm actually gonna make it a Christmas item. I came up with the idea of making a fedora, so I locked in. Okay, I've done it. I made a Christmas-themed fedora. I added a few more finishing touches, and it was done. Dude, I'm actually like really happy with this. Now I'm just hoping I can export it to Roblox, because at this point if I get an error, I will crash out. I don't know why this happened, but I kind of like how it looks. It's like a bubble effect. And yeah, pretty solid fedora. Here's what it looks like on the character. Second UGC has been finished. With all 3 of the UGCs finished, I completed day 2, and can now call myself a UGC god. He's so awesome. He's so good at UGC. He's really handsome too. For just learning Blender today, these weren't that bad in my opinion. And these 3D modeling skills might come in handy for day 5, but it was getting late, so I ended off day 2. Oh, I was just cutting open the box, because it's day 3, and as you can see, today's skill is scripting. I've made quite a few Roblox games, but I've never actually tried to script them. I always end up just hiring someone else to do it, so I have no idea what to expect. But as always, we're gonna start small, with making 2 really simple scripts. Okay, so to start off, I'm gonna make a kill brick script, which is just a part that deals damage. Sounds pretty easy to make, right? Okay, time to cook something up. Well, it wasn't super hard, but it took me a lot longer than I thought it would. Okay, I have no clue if this is gonna work, but let's test it out. Okay, it did not work. Soon enough, I realized I had no clue what was going on, so I turned on some more tutorials. Okay, this time I think it should work. Okay, so if I touch this brick, I should die. How did it still not work? What? Somehow, even with a tutorial, I failed. So I tried again. I think I fixed it. There we go. That's my first working script. It took me about 15 minutes, but it felt good to make a working script. Now for the next one, I'm gonna try to make a conveyor belt. Okay, for this one, I'm low-key following a tutorial straight off the bat. Okay, this one was pretty short. So when I stand on this, I should start moving. There you go, it works. Okay, that's 2 of our easy scripts finished. So I checked out the first thing on the list, but now we move on to making an entire game system. So far, I've needed to watch quite a few tutorials, but I felt like I was kinda getting the hang of it. So maybe scripting an entire game system wouldn't be that bad. Okay, so for the game system, I want to start by making some coins that you can collect. Once again, I followed a tutorial. Okay, this one wasn't actually that bad, honestly, but let's test it out and see if it works. And there we go, we got a coin. So that's the first part of the game system done, and I want like something to spend the coins on, but yeah, I'll go from there. It took me about 40 minutes to script all the coins, and seeing them work was actually pretty cool. So now I'm gonna get working on a shop. This part was pretty new to me. I had never touched UI before. I'd also never scripted it, but the code was starting to make sense. To explain it simply, it's like telling someone exactly what to do step by step, except you have to speak in a robot language. Okay, this time I made like a bunch of GUI, and honestly, it looks pretty fire. And I'm gonna do my first little test to see if the shop will open up. And it doesn't, which is awesome. Guys, I fixed it, and this time it actually opens. That's coding genius right there. So now that I got the shop to open up, I needed to be able to sell stuff. And this is where it started to get a little bit tricky, because I had to be able to use the coins to buy it, which means I kinda had to link the scripts together. I was so focused that I kinda just forgot to talk. It was ready to test out for the first time, but I realized that I somehow broke the coins. But I was pretty sure I got it fixed. So in theory, now we have a working shop that will like let you buy a sword. And if it doesn't work, then I will be very sad. Okay, so first we go over here, I'll grab a coin, and then now we go to the shop, and click on sword, and look, it costs 50 coins, and it gave us a sword. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, it actually feels like really good to script something and like have it work. So now I put all the scripts together and created a little mini game.
Culture has to end. We cannot be living with that, and the stakes are simply too high for
Thank you. So excessive capitalism, it drains energy, it demoralises members, and it turns politics into performance. I have managed to avoid it via political career, I'm proud to say. I would love to see an end to it.
That's cool.
Very true, definitely work with them, especially early days, liaising and budget alongside them. Also at the same time, social parties, I'm very children. We were working with social party actors with Dave Ellis, and that's gone very well, very successfully. For once, as long as I can remember, we completely all have working together to grow the communities at a council level, social party as well, absolutely.
Yeah, so I think it's something like adoption that I set the National County Council, the main opposition group to reform is called Progressive Lancashire, and it's made up of 7 independents, so-called independents as they were called, and 4 Greens. And initially I was a bit unsure about what the Greens would like, but trying to look at more major issues in terms of any of the things that we would want to take to council, and in fact some areas over reform defence schools, hopefully care facilities for older people, forest schools, would be council onto them. Yeah, thank you. It's just is new. One basic.
It's going to be the grassroots left leg that will feel your party concept in the 2026 election and World Cup platform. So to be clear, we can't have any more witch hunts, we can't have any more extortions, and excelling socialists like Dave Millet and Rob Rooney was disgraceful. Members of
businesses from Cambridge, unions and community organisations.
First I go whip out the boat. No, I can't hit on no brakes. My life is out of control. I'm telling you, nobody.
People who are maybe not particularly of the left in the past, you should realise privatisation of the National Health Service is against your interest. Privatisation of any other service is against your interest.
向かってこい。向かってこい。平然爆弾。 かってこい。
Ini na boleh macamnya ini jadi Diğer kitabı. Bunu da orada. Bunu da bani.
League of the Labour Party, there was Corbynism. What your party really is now is Corbynism 2.0. That's it. Thank you. Okay, so we're going into the final question, which is from the policy team. So what would be the top 3 policies you would take to the
children hungry, keeping our elderly cold, and reducing that NHS to a shadow what it initially was. So that would be my first policy. Secondly, will be the immediate shutdown of any arms deal and any
5 minutes ago, I was
trade
just
deal
John,
with Israel. Immediately.
sitting in this winter hotel room, warming my hands and hating snow acceptance.
And finally, we must
It
ensure
started
that
slow. My
ownership
voice cracked
from
mid-bit.
privatization to state ownership of
My-
all our utilities. You know, we cannot have a system
I
anymore
laughed at
where
it.
in our
It started slow.
where our
My-
pipes are broken, where some of our waters are not just fit to drink. Our prices go sky
Where is it going?
on day one, we have to reverse all anti-social legislation from Thatcher and since then to empower our social needs, to fight for members, and together walk our to increase trade union density, to build efficient ranks, good workers and independence. We should also looking to provide free public transport, which will make people's lives materially better, and it's also great for the environment. And unfortunately, leaving this policy is killing all of our lives. It's not making the world safer. It's making the video these are wars that kill innocent people and make the world more unsafe. It's devastating because this is mostly monopoly
Thank you. The first thing we need to do is end austerity and end the continual attack on working class living standards fallen by about 20% in the last 15 years. We need to reduce dramatically the levels of arms spending and involvement in international war. We need to address the housing crisis in a way that people understand. We build the survival system, we will control the and regulate the and we'll do something to help retailers who are facing social and reduce a lot of the homeless people and make them a right and give local authorities. The third area of innovation is education. As focus is to work in hospitals and move foreign students in a very, very difficult situation. Likewise, get rid of universities, which includes in return to the living grants that are available to young people from taking by better employment and business. And another is to ensure that we can basically in nursery those sorts of character traits will become an enjoyable get into the process. Second thing I think is absolutely key is the mega housing space in the council. So there needs to be an emergency council house building programme. We need rent control. We need to make sure that people have homes rather than investments, and this needs a short-term homes for a life.
Okay, now we've come to the closing remarks. So we've got extra 30 seconds left. Instead of 1 minute, we'll be So can I, Clara from Clara?
Thank you. It's a shame that the postings are being held 6 days after voting opened, but we are willing to all participants in the we have to elect a community that can move our case and take this party forward collectively as a community. That involves an independent audit of all party finances and standing candidates in May. We have to be on the pitch. We know that the country needs a serious, principled. This. Do you want a Labour Party 2.0 or a party that is run by its members? And do you want less democracy and a party that is not expelling members, that is not conducting witch hunts? Then you must elect the grassroots left, vote for Grace Lewis, Zara Sultana, Michael Lavalette, and Jeremy Corbyn. Thank you.
Laura Smith.
Thank you. Just want to say thanks to everybody who has taken the time to submit questions. It's been really great. It's so nice to see comrades as well, who I haven't seen for a really, really long time. So wishing you and your families all the best. And so I'm Laura Smith, I'm standing, which is I believe that our party should represent the many and not the few. And we need a community that is democratic, it's serious and change. I am so proud to be standing alongside Jeremy Corbyn and to be endorsed by him. He has consistently represented
Thank you for watching my video.
integrity, charity, and politics for the people. I was proud to work with him back in 2017, and I've been proud to work with him ever since, and I look forward to that continuing. I also want to say a big thank you for the work that Shoka added on. I think I was fantastic in Parliament this week. It made me chuckle, and I'm highly suspicious over everything that goes on in Parliament and spending time there. I'm asking for your vote because I'm not asking for this role for politics. Believe me, I have got a busy enough life with animals, children, elderly parents, all the rest of it. I'm standing to help build a party that is serious about change. I've organised in community workplaces, and I know that real power doesn't sit in institutions, it sits with people. When we build together, we can win. I'll bring experience, honesty, and determination to CUC, and I'll fight for a party that grows membership, earns trust, and delivers a real alternative.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for giving me the time tonight. And the chair, thank you.
You can unmute yourself, thank you.
First of all, it's been a privilege and an honour. Thank you very much for the questions. Thank you, Chair. I'd like to wish all President good luck to all of you. And I genuinely look forward to working with all of you in whatever in a way which brings about and please consider liking me highly on your profile. That's Tony Gray, Harvey Bridge, South West Devon,
Thank you. Grace Lewis.
It's not enough that your party is just going to be anti-reform. It's not enough for your party to be Labour 2.0. We need explicitly socialist, anti-imperialist, anti-genocide, anti-Zionist party, pro-trans rights, that at its core is valued and democracy. And that's why I also like to take the opportunity to thank members across the country as we've been travelling around and it's been inspiring to see what the
Bye guys, happy life chasing. Please, isn't. Bye.